Hi everyone, today's headlines. Kohima police sees illegal drugs and IMFL and 3 arrested. Over 1.7 lakh farmers from Nagaland received rupees 35.62 crore under PM Kisan scheme. Nagaland lockdown to combat COVID-19 spread. Nagaland reports 275 COVID-19 positive cases and 13 deaths on May 14. Kohima DTF meets to discuss on enforcement of lockdown measures. Parent DTF issues lockdown guidelines. BJP remaining oblivious to the death and suffering happening all around by NPCC. News in details. Kohima police sees illegal drugs and IMFL and 3 arrested. The Kohima police, while conducting routine checking of vehicles on NH29, seized illegal drugs and IMFL on Friday, May 14, 2021. 3 persons has been arrested in connection with this. Kohima police notified that a team of Kohima police, while conducting routine checking of vehicles on NH29, intercepted a car bearing registration number AS06C1949 and recovered 400 bottles of banned cough syrup along with 3 cases of MC double rum on Friday, May 14, 2021 at around 11 am. In this connection, the 3 occupants of the vehicle were arrested and a regular case has been registered under relevant section of the law, it added. Over 1.7 lakh farmers from Nagaland received rupees 35.62 crore under PM Kisan scheme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday released the 8th installment of financial benefit under the PM Kisan scheme to eligible farmers. Over rupees 20,000 crore has been disbursed to the bank account of more than 9.5 crore beneficiary farmer family across the country. A total of 1,74,564 farmers from Nagaland received rupees 35.62 crore under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi PM Kisan scheme on Friday. Under the PM Kisan scheme, rupees 6,000 is transferred directly to the beneficiary's bank account per year. This amount is paid in quarterly installment of rupees 2,000 each. The scheme covers all but affluent farmers. Nagaland lockdown to combat COVID-19 spread. As the second wave of COVID-19 is sweeping the country and the state, 1 week total lockdown has been imposed in the state of Nagaland to combat the spread of COVID-19, which began on Friday 6 pm. The lockdown will continue till May 21, 2021. Ahead of the lockdown, government took a slew of measures and issued guidelines for the lockdown, suspending all activities and movement of person or individual during the lockdown period, exempting only essential services as mentioned in the guidelines issued on May 11, 2021. Movement of all private and public transport vehicles shall be suspended except for medical emergency with occupancy of 50% and COVID appropriate behavior. All other cases shall require special permission from the district task force, the guidelines said. All shops will remain closed except for vegetable, fish or meat vendors, milk booth, bakeries, local grocery stores, hardware, electrical and electronic shops, including those that sell animal feed shops for public purchase between 6 am to 12 noon as per the directives of the respective district task force. Dimapur airport will remain open and movement of staff and passengers with proof of ticket to be permitted subject to adherence of COVID-19 appropriate behavior. As total lockdown began, Dimapur police through its official Twitter appealed the citizens to respect the lockdown. Nagaland reports 275 COVID-19 positive cases and 13 deaths on May 14. Nagaland reported 275 COVID-19 positive cases on Friday, May 14, 2021, taking the total tally to 17,531, updated the Health Minister S. Pangiform. State also recorded 13 deaths due to COVID-19 yesterday. Out of 275 COVID-19 positive cases reported, 176 cases were detected in Dimapur, 74 in Kohima, 13 in Mogachung, 6 in Peg, 2 each in Mon and Peren, 1 each in Zunabato and Longlang. Active cases stands at 3,741. Kohima DTF meets to discuss on enforcement of lockdown measures. The Kohima District Task Force on COVID-19 had a meeting to discuss on the enforcement of total lockdown measures in the district from May 14 to 21, 2021 at the DC Conference Hall Kohima on May 14, 2021. The meeting was held under the chairmanship of DC and Chairman DTF Kohima, Grigory Tejavali NCS, in the presence of Advisor for Technical Education and Election, Meadow Yoka. Advisor said that with all the preparation and challenges faced so far, many new challenges occur daily. He therefore encouraged everyone to take the call and face the challenges with wisdom and react to the situation accordingly. He wished everyone to extend their best effort for the successful implementation of the total lockdown on behalf of the government. He also suggested to take executive call on the implementation and enforcement of the lockdown and review the progress time to time. Parent DTF issues lockdown guidelines. In view of the total lockdown of the state from 6 pm on May 14 to 21st, 2021, and as decided in the Parent District Task Force for COVID-19 meeting held on 13 May 2021 at ADC office, Jaluki, DC Parent Sendi Vapang Ayer NCS issued the following measures for strict complaints under Parent District with immediate effect. All activities and movement of person or individual shall be suspended during the lockdown period except for the following permitted activities: movement of vehicles carrying essential commodities or food items and medical supplies, including oxygen or oxygen cylinders and other medical equipments. All healthcare facilities, pharmacies, hospitals, clinics, nursing homes, movement of healthcare workers, including those for animal healthcare, COVID-19 vaccination, COVID testing and other medical emergencies. All officers and staff of the district administration, police, judiciary, security forces, fire and emergency services, medical, postal services, NIC, DDMA, home guards and civil defense, SDRF, power, PHED, food and civil supplies, taxes, treasury and accounts, banks, ATMs, DPRO, social welfare including the functioning of Saki One-Stop Center, Women Helpline, Child Protection Services, Angawadi Services, LPG services including the delivery, distribution and transportation, private water tankers or carriers, prisons and related services, courier services, municipal services like cleaning and sanitation, Food Corporation of India. Agriculture and allied activities and ongoing construction works will be allowed in the district subject to the contractors or owners ensuring adherence to COVID-19 appropriate behavior. No new labor shall be brought from outside during the period. Further, transportation to and from the camp to the work site shall be arranged by the concerned contractor or owner. Movement of vehicles for the agricultural activities shall be allowed only with the prior permission of the respective subdivisional task force for COVID-19 basing on the recommendation of the respective ward chairman or GB of the village. Petrol pumps shall remain open while ensuring there no crowding. All establishment and personnel relating to the electronic and print media, telecom or internet service providers. Hotel for lodging shall be allowed to remain open with minimum staff. Further, restaurants shall remain closed for in-house dining. They may, however, cater through home delivery services. Food delivery, groceries and other e-commerce services are allowed. Funeral services limited to not more than 20 persons. All places of mass gathering shall be closed and all social, political, sport, entertainment, academic, cultural, religious function and other large congregation are barred, except for solemnization of weddings, which shall be with the prior permission of the respective subdivisional task force for COVID-19. However, government vehicles whose movements are required for the department as mentioned in Serial C above shall be allowed subject to the production of valid ID cards on demand. All head of departments or offices along with their core officers or staff will attend to urgent and essential matters including court cases. All government employees shall be available on call. The DC further said that any person or group of persons acting in violation of this order shall be deemed to have committed an offence punishable under section 188 of the Indian Penal Code and other relevant provisions of the Disaster Management 2005. BJP remaining oblivious to the death and suffering happening all around. NPCC. The Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee condemned the manner in which BJP Nagaland office bearers came together in times of pandemic lockdown to address a press conference on Thursday, May 13, 2021 at Kohima, floating safety rules just to parade the contempt of the National President JP Nadda response letter to Congress President Sonia Gandhi. NPCC in a press rejoinder on Friday stated that Rahul Gandhi had warned the government way back on February 12, 2020 about the pandemic, which the BJP government simply laughed out. He has been proven right on pandemic, migrant crisis, economic devastation, vaccine rollout policy and the deadly second wave. BJP government had even declared Corona endgame in March 2021 and congratulated PM Modi for defeating Corona. Moreover, the government had foolishly exported 6.60 crore of vaccine doses to more than 60 countries and even proudly declared in UN Assembly that India gave more COVID vaccine to the world than on people. All this in order to boost the personal image of Modi. The truth about devastation happening across the country is unfolding before our very own eyes, and this cannot be simply brushed off to suit BJP's narrative, it said. That's all for now. To get this latest news, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.